Hello, 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 everyone out there in the Lucksack Legion. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here for the next round of the Vintage Preliminary. And let's see, it looks like we're against Justin. Alright, well, This hand can be very good. So let's think about this for a minute. I always get nervous playing Justin because he's like the vintage master. So obviously turn 1 Tide Spout, that doesn't seem so good. He's usually on a Force of Will Paradoxical Outcome deck. I think I'm going to keep and I'm going to unmask him on 1 and see what I'm going to Vampiric Tutor. Alright, let's try it. Mainly we're unmasking him because his deck tends to have very few business spells and a lot of mana. And we can always Vampiric Tutor afterwards. I guess we play out the Mox Sapphire. Oh, no. We don't need to play around any kind of... If we play around any kind of interaction, it'd just be like Force of Will. And if they force us, that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and unmask them. Pitch Exhume. Because we might also be able to Vampiric Tutor for something like Bizarre Baghdad. Oh. Oh. So that's what we're doing today, huh? So that's what we're doing today. Alright, well. Let me read this. Under its owner's control. Alright, so if we take Thought Not Seer, we also have to take... Alright. Go ahead and take away... Displacer. Play Forbidden Orchard. And pass turn. The opponent is on the Eldrazi Menace. Hopefully they don't draw another piece of fast mana and be able to turn 1 this Thought Not Seer. That would be pretty bad for us. If they don't, we'll be able to put a turn... Yep, that's fine. If they don't, we'll be able to put a turn 2 Tidespout Tyrant in play, and that should be pretty good against them. I imagine. Keeping their temples bounced. Let's try it. And then we won't really have anything in hand for the opponent to be able to Thought Not Seer. So that seems pretty ideal. Is this a Thalia? Phyrexian Revoker. Sure. Let's see what they name. I imagine they're going to name Gristlebrand. Yep, Justin chose Gristlebrand. That seems super, super reasonable. Alright, so during the end step, we're going to go ahead and Vampiric Tutor. We're going to go ahead and go grab... We're 1 short of Tinkering, right? Yeah, so we don't want to do that. Bizarre Baghdad on top. Seems good. Alright. Tap up, keep draw. Bizarre. Activate. See what we're discarding. Definitely this. I guess it's just like this. That seems fine. Alright, Reanimate, targeting Tidespout. They get a Spirit. We get a Tidespout Tyrant. Cast Mock Sapphire. Tag their land and pass the turn back to them. Alright, so ideal draws would be like an Ancestral Recall here. Probe. I think I'm willing to pay a blue to see what my opponent's got going on. Bounce Eldrazi Temple. Okay, they got a bunch of mana. We drew a Reanimate. Okay, so that replaces that with 1 power, with 2 power. I think we're good for now. We're just going to go ahead and attack in for 5. Next turn when they play out their Temple again, then we'll just bounce it with Reanimate. Either on Eldrazi Displacer or on a better target off our Bazaar. Probably off the Displacer. 3/3 is pretty reasonable. Ooh, opponent drew into Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can draw in something we can cast in response. We did. We drew an Entomb, but unfortunately we have to discard everything. So, gotcha, opponent. You didn't get to exile it. Alright. Yep. Go ahead and activate Bazaar. Discard these two. Take a draw step. Mox Ruby, huh? Go ahead and take another draw step. Demonic Tutor, huh? Okay. Okay. I like where this is going. I'm only giving my opponent another thing for this. Demonic Tutor. Alright, let's go ahead and bounce this Troublesome Eldrazi Temple again. Let's go ahead and go get Ancestral Recall. Recall targeting ourselves for a blue. Go ahead and bounce Phyrexian Revoker. Draw 3 cards. Alright, well we did draw Force of Will. We can't attack this turn because the opponent has 3 power. Or can we? I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Alright. Not playing out this other Bazaar here because I'm planning on discarding it with this first Bazaar. See if the opponent probably just goes for the Thought-Knot Seer play. See what they have. Keep in mind, any spell next turn bounces a token, so it's not lethal. So that's great. Revoker. I'm gonna go ahead and say nay. Discarding Tinker. Bounce one of the spirits. Going to 5 life is a little scary against the Reality Smasher deck, but hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, opponent chooses Mock Sapphire, pretty reasonable. Dark Ritual, huh? I think we have to Bazaar because we have to cast 2 spells. Yeah. We don't die next turn. Well, let's see what the opponent does. Because if the opponent has to use this Ancient Tomb, then we're in a position... that's fine. I imagine this is uncounterable Smasher. And I believe Smasher's only when it becomes a target of a spell. Yep, only a spell. Alright, let's create a 1/1. Cast Dark Ritual. Bounce the Smusher. Alright, let's move to blocks. Take out this guy. Alright, we're at 1. We still need spells. Exhume would be great. Alright, so Pearl is not what we're looking for, right? Because I can hit my opponent to 1, but they're going to beat us with the spirits. Alright, let's go ahead and pass the turn. Maybe the opponent won't Smasher. I mean, they're pretty committed to an easy attack all with spirits line, but we lose the game to anything else. Alright. Yeah, they just have the Smasher. Alright. Well played, Justin. Well played. Alright, so these Null Rods I imagined would be really good against Justin. Not good at all. Not good at all. Now let's go and grab these Oath of Druids. Those should be pretty reasonable, I imagine. See, do we want these Chancellors? I think I want these Chancellors. I don't think I want these Forces, even if it means that I'm exposing myself to just absolutely dying to the opponent. Of note, Gristlebrand would have been better there. Dying to the, which I never found. Dying to the opponent. Just having something like a, it's unlikely the opponent has anything. And I'm a little mumbly here, sorry. Do I keep the unmasks? Since I'm on the play, I think I'm going to go ahead and try and stay as fast as possible and actually just play 1 Oath of Druids I can tutor for with all my tutor effects. Let's try it like this. They did have a number of fast artifact mana. Maybe I should bring in some Null Rods. Some Null Rods. Alright, let's try it like that. I'm not sure if I should bring in the full 3. I did see some fast mana out of them. Mana. I meant to say mana. Wonder what the opponent is bringing in here. Always nervous to play against Justin. Justin is so dang good at this format. Like, he's probably the best player I know at this. Maybe, to be fair, I've never played against the Power 9 in Vintage, only Legacy. But, let's see. Let's see. Curious how he's boarding right now. What kind of scary thing are you doing? Alright. Justin, way smarter than I am. Takes his time boarding, so I should probably take a moment to go ahead and relook at what we have and see if there's anything we want to change. Well, that was timed well. Alright, we'll take the play. I mean, there's our 1 Oath of Druids. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. And I guess I hope the opponent doesn't have something like, I don't know. They were definitely the white splash, so Thalia is fine. I guess like Containment Priest is frightening as can be. Alright, let's see if the opponent has a Containment Priest. Alright, so the cool thing about this is I can actually play out the Oath of Druids without having to trigger the Orchard until their turn. Alright, so we brought in one Oath of Druids and it's in our opening hand, so, you know, hashtag Lucksack. Please, opponent, don't have something scary. Please, opponent, don't have something scary. Once upon a time, sure. Sure, let's see what that finds for them. Once upon a time in their Eldrazi deck. Maybe they're green-white Eldrazi, not just white. Justin loves to brew formats too, and this one seems to be... Usually he's brewing with paradoxical outcome though. So... What'd you find, opponent? It's a tanky once upon a time. At least you didn't snap it off. Still scared though. Last time Justin tanked against me, it was tank tank kill me because he was discussing the exact way he was killing me. See what he has. Ancient Tomb. That's good. What's this? Chalice on 1. That's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and make a white mana. Alright, move to our turn. Choose target opponent that controls more creatures than us, and use Oath's ability. Hey, we got Chancellor of the Annex. That's pretty reasonable. Straw. Ooh, we got a Bizarre Baghdad. Go ahead and discard 3 cards. Oh, I'm actually going to discard the Fetch and Gristlebrand. If we make a black here, opponent will control the same number of creatures as us on their next turn. So they will not be able to bring back a creature from their deck. Okay, opponent believes that that is going to be good enough. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, so on the draw. On the draw, I want all the answers. Every possible answer I could have, not Tidespout. I don't care about unmasks. Do I not really care about things like Time Walk? I guess they're blue cards to pitch. That's reasonable. I think we kind of got the juke on the whole, not Oath of Druids game 1, yes, Oath of Druids game 2. Alright, let's go ahead and cut the Null Rods. Maybe we don't want these Chancellors, but they seem so reasonable. I think I'm just going to keep him on the draw. I'm going to go ahead and trim down to 1 Bizarre Baghdad. Go tutor 4. And also go down 1 Gristlebrand. 3 should be plenty, right? 3's a lot. Especially when we're trimming down Bizarre. We're kind of hoping more to entomb into it. Alright, this hand is a lot of the put in the graveyard, or a lot of the take out of the graveyard, not a lot of the put in. If we had one more piece of artifact mana, I'd probably keep it on the back of turn 2 Tinker. But as is, I think we can take a mulligan. As is, I think we can take a mulligan. Alright. So let's see. We just have to mulligan this, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and take a mull here. Now this one's way more interesting because we get a bizarre Baghdad to try and figure this out. And we have Void Snare to potentially answer something. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Bit of a risky keep, but I think this is fine. Bomb the Pearl since it's one of our worst moxes, and let's see what we've got. Can we just force this? Is that the right line? That can't be the right line, right? Can't be right to force the Once Upon a Time. He's cast it, I think, in every game, though. Eldrazi Temple. Okay. Wish we had that. Wish we had a Mox Sapphire. Alright, opponent has a Cavern of Souls on human. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's go to our turn. Chancellor of the Annex, right on time. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and Bazaar right now. 1, 2, 3 reasonable threats. Yep. And I think we're just gonna pass the turn. Next turn we're probably just gonna go for a recall. Containment Priest. Containment Priest, that's no good. That's no good. Is this another uncounterable human? Yeah, that's another uncounterable human. Alright. That one's pretty good. Let's see what we draw into here. Excuse me. Demonic Consultation. Alright. Let's go ahead and start with this. Okay, we're going to discard here. I think we can discard the Force. We're not going to be able to cast it. And one of the lands. I think now I play Underground Sea. And pay a blue in order to play a Mox Ruby and pass the turn. So the idea here is that we draw into a reanimation effect. Oh no. What does the opponent have now? Ah! That's so bad for us. Alright, that was pretty good, Justin. It looks like we're going to be taxed out in this last game. So let's go ahead and Bazaar. Probe is not free, but let's go ahead and... Here's the ones we have to discard. Go ahead and probe him. Pay 2. Oh god, we can't even probe. It costs 3 now. Alright, pass turn. 6. If they put 2 more power on the board, we can't win the game. I'm sorry, 4 more power on the board. Or another tax effect, probably. Alright, well played, Justin. Good game. Good game. Well played. Alright. Taking our first loss from the Vintage Master. No feel bads from me. Alex here with Lucksack Games. Remind you to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alex here with Lucksack Games. Reminding you to have an awesome day.